And welcome to the Money Show. I'm Kavita Thapliyal, and this is a one-stop destination for everything that matters to your money, whether you're saving, investing, borrowing, or spending. We bring you the smartest conversation, expert insights, and actionable advice to help you make the most of every rupee. And today, we decode the financial choices that affect your daily life, from insurance and taxes to mutual funds, credit scores, and retirement planning. Because in a world full of noise, you deserve clarity. That's exactly what we deliver every single day. So whether you're a first-time investor or a seasoned planner, a young earner or someone eyeing financial freedom, the Money Show is here to help you take control of your money and your future. Let's get started. This is a show where we also do your life financial planning. So just in case you have any question, even while watching the show live, you can WhatsApp us your queries on 865-797-4571. That's our WhatsApp number. The email ID is themoneyshow@etnow.tv. All right, so let's begin, and today we'll be focusing on insurance. So most of us buy insurance believing that it shields us from unexpected health care bills. But when the moment comes to make a claim suddenly, there's talk of co-pays and deductibles, and that's where the real cost to you begins. What exactly is co-pay? A copay or co-insurance is the percentage of a claim you agree to pay out of pocket even when you're hospitalized. For example, a 10% copay on a 1 lakh hospital bill means you pay almost 10,000. You know, the insurer covers the rest of the amount. Having said that, what is deductible? A deductible is a fixed amount you must pay before your insurer steps in. For instance, with a 5,000 deductible on your 1 lakh bill, you pay only that 5,000 rupee and the insurer covers the remaining 95,000. Now, why do these kind of features matter? Insurance companies introduce co-pays and deductibles to discourage small or frequent claims and to help keep premiums lower. But there's a catch to it. Lower premiums may sound attractive, yet when a real medical expense hits you out of pocket, burden could surprise you. And in just that moment, we'll also break down how co-pay and deductibles differ in impact of your real life examples or situations as well. Now, real life examples of their effects on your wallet, smart strategies to choose the right plan without regrets later. Because in insurance, understanding these fine prints isn't just helpful, it's essential. Let's discuss more on this, and let's also understand co-pays and deductible. You know, when you're actually buying an insurance policy just for a lower premium, should you be going for this? I have with me Sarita Joshi, VP Product Head Life and Health Insurance, Probus Insurance. Sarita, hi, good evening and welcome to the show. We've got a gist of what is copay and deductibles, okay? But then let's also understand this from a buyer's point of view, from someone who really wants to have this as an add-on. First, is it an add-on? Is it a benefit that you have to ask for an insurance company, or it just comes as a bundled up thing in your insurance coverage?
Hi, Kavita. Thank you for giving this opportunity. So as far as CoPay is concerned, it is add-on. I mean, you can take it as an add-on in your policy, as well as in certain cases, it is also inbuilt. In certain cases, maybe into senior citizen cases, or maybe the plans which covers high diseases and all. In under that, these copays are inbuilt. But most probably, it is also an add-on which helps, as you mentioned correctly, which helps to reduce the premium.
All right, Sarita, we also want to understand over here when we talk about having these co-pays and the real benefit, directly to a policy holder is it comes with a low premium cost. Now, just for that purpose, do you think it's the right kind of a choice you should be opting for? We've heard a lot of co-pays, deductibles coming in the case of senior citizens coverage. How should one look at taking this kind of an add-on for someone who's 60 plus?
Okay, so first of all, if you ask as a suggestion, I really do not recommend people to go for copay. Again, copay completely depending upon case to case. Yes, generally people in the senior citizen cases opt for copay because the premium are generally for senior citizen is higher, right? But again, you have to see, the risk, the amount which will. So if you are suffering from any existing illnesses, okay, a chronic diseases or so in that case, we never recommend to go for a copay. And in other scenario, if client it is affordable for the customer to take care of the initial bill, then one should go for it.
Sarita, why do insurers include copay deductible clause in health insurance plans? Because the way people look at it, it is almost like a risk management or cost control. Having said that, people are also opting for it. Now there are a few red flags that you have highlighted over here, but what are the other ways to have a reduced or a less premium then?
Yeah, so I'll tell you. First, I'll answer your first question,
Sure.
wherein the insurer why they include copay, because obviously it reduces, it protects the small claims, right? Client will avoid visiting to the for the doctors and all for for the small claims. So it to insurer it's very beneficial in that way, because the claim certain amount is taken care by the client. So since client avoid going for a small claims, from a customer angle it is beneficial because it reduces the premium. Okay, but I think that if customer is really looking for reducing the premium, so I don't suggest copay is a very good option, but one should definitely look for a aggregating deductible. Okay, because that is also one way which is very much beneficial, because copay will be applicable in all your claims, right? So in a year if client is getting admit for multiple times, the copay will be applicable on every bill, wherein if the customer is opting for an aggregate deductible, that will be applicable once in a policy year. And if at all client is suffering from any chronic diseases where he requires to go for multiple admissions in the hospital, so this deductible will be applicable only on the first claim. Rest of the claims he will be getting the full payment, right? Now when we go for the health insurance policy, we definitely keep, we do not buy the policy for small diseases. We definitely buy health policies keeping chronic diseases in mind, right? So if unfortunately one is suffering from a chronic disease after taking the policy, so this aggregating deductible will really helpful then, because only in the first bill it will be adjusted. In rest of the bills he will the claims he will be getting the entire amount.
Right. So, Sarita, we can say that, deductible limit can be applied to your top-up plan. Also, if at all you are taking a treatment outside and, you are covered by the base cover where you can get a coverage even if you are treated abroad, how will deductible or copay work out over there? Do you think it will
So
work out? Will it be a part of a top-up plan? No, it won't?
no, it won't. So generally in
Oh,
top-up plans, this co-payment does apply if global plans in super top-up. Not every company is providing. There are few products which are there, but and also the co-payment will be applicable there. Okay, so it will be applicable again to, as I mentioned, if at all client's intention is to look after reducing the premium initially, so aggregating deductible is more advisable than going for a copay option.
Uh, all right. So, as a product head, Sarita, I just want to ask you, how do you ensure that clauses like copay deductible are clearly communicated to buyers, especially those buying online or via agents? Because, a lot of people browse a lot of social media these days. I'm not sure about the word of mouth, but definitely through social media, people get to, they get the familiarity towards these terms. But then, as we're having a discussion and, you have highlighted few red flags or the right way to have a copay or deductible, what
There
would
is
you
one
say
small
to...
difference I wanted to explain you,
Sure,
Kavita, here.
sure, sure.
When you are linking deductible with super top up and also using word the aggregating deductible, which I'm saying both has a difference. So
Sure.
aggregating deductible has an advantage that you can do it with your base policy, which
Okay.
obviously covers a lot of benefits versus your super top up policy. Again, in aggregating policy, you can select aggregating deductible as low as 10,000 also, right? So depending upon your risk taking appetite, one can select, wherein in super top up the deductible amount is fixed. So maybe in current time it is nothing less than 3 lakh rupees. People are accepting super top up policies. Okay, so minimum 3 lakh deductible you have to take, which is a quite a lot amount, right? So aggregating deductible is always better over even your super top up deductibles.
Sure. All right. Coming back to my question, I mean, thanks for that addition and that clarity. Yeah. So I was just asking you, are all of these things actually communicated by agents, or if you're buying online also?
So if the customer is buying online, he should definitely go through the comparison which a web aggregator is providing. Obviously, every web
Okay.
aggregator is providing a detailed information of what different products are available for the same requirement with the benefits mentioned on it. Okay, so definitely the bigger players. So, like if you go to my website, you will see the product comparison with all the benefits on it, right? So client if is buying without taking any assistant, then he should definitely first read the comparison, and every comparison very clearly, cleanly it is mentioned that what policy covers and what it doesn't cover.
Sarita, now let's also talk about the IRDI guidelines. Are the IRDI guidelines or expectations around how to these kind of features, be presented to customers? Do you see the industry moving towards more customer-friendly designs, where such clauses are optional or maybe more flexible? Will we be seeing such kind of a thing in the future?
There is such a huge shift has happened. It is very visible that IRDA is, obviously it was earlier also, but now they are really focusing on customer interest. Okay, there are a lot of mandates which are there to a distributor or an insurance provider to provide information to the customers. Okay, so yes, the more and more clarity will be there. Products are getting converted as per customers benefit. So if you see earlier there used to be a fully loaded policies used to be there. Now you will see the revolution in the product. The customers are getting product which they can customize as per their need. So earlier in some of the policies, even the maternity cover was inbuilt. Now, if somebody is opting for a family floater, why would a man require a maternity cover, right? But since they are taking a policy and certain charges are already inbuilt, wherein in today's time there are plans wherein you choose your cover as per your requirement, right? So yes, there is a lot of shift for customer interest, and things are getting improved day by day for the customer interest.
All right. One last question to you, and a very basic question, and very important also, because I think it's all about the basics, which people really miss out when buying the right kind of health insurance. Uh, uh, we, as we already know, the market is filled with so many benefits and features as far as the health insurance cover is concerned. Does it make sense for anyone to keep upgrading their health insurance policy with new features every year? Because the regulator is really hands-on, the stakeholders and the companies also participating and agreeing with the lifestyle changes that people are going through. How can one be mindful about buying the right kind of health insurance, considering so many changes in their lifestyle and also in the offerings?
So, Kavita, I'll tell you, you're absolutely right. Yes, one should do review what is something new has come in the market, what new health plans are offering, but not necessarily that every new thing is required by the customer. So, do not unnecessarily get your policy port unless and until the new changes really do not going to make a big change in your life, right? Because these days I've seen people are just porting the cases without knowing that how much that benefit will really help him. So as I mentioned, there are a lot of customized products have come wherein customer have to select what benefit he would require, right? So he do not have to pay unnecessarily for other things which may not require him, right? So you should definitely see what's coming, but don't quote easily without, if it is really not needed that benefit, please don't quote your case easily.
All right, Sarita, lots to learn from you, for us and for our viewers also. But thank you so much for being a part of this show and helping our viewers understand very important aspects of CoPay, deductibles, and overall health insurance space as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you.